Hello and welcome. My name is Leah Sugarman, and this will just be a quick look at Wild Thing or Flip Dog, also known as camatkarasana. So this is a really fun, expansive, opening back bend that's also a little bit of an element of an arm balance, as it's kind of like a side plank with a back bending addition. So it's a really fun posture to play with, to expand and open your chest, as well as to create some strength and fire in the arms. So to come into it, start in a downward facing dog. And create a really stable base in your downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide and root down evenly into the perimeter of your palms. Grip at the mat with your fingertips. Root down against your hands, lift and lengthen up out of your shoulders, and send your sit bones high. Now as you inhale, reach and extend your right leg up toward the sky. And then bend your knee deeply and open your hip. Stack your right hip over your left and reach your knee up toward the ceiling. You're more than welcome to stay here, or if you want to, you could release the ball of your right foot behind your left knee. And make sure that you're really just on the ball of your foot. Instead of reaching the whole foot to the floor, stay light on this foot. Really root down against the floor and think lifting away rather than pressing down. Pivot on your left foot and turn your toes either to face the long edge of the mat or toward the back of the mat, whichever feels better for you. Root down into your left hand and become light on your right fingertips. And then press the floor away so much so that you can sweep your chest and your hips toward the sky and reach your right arm up overhead. Draw the tips of your shoulder blades toward each other, expand and open your heart, and root down into everything that's in contact with the floor to lift your hips and your heart even higher. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly unwind. Return back into a neutral downward facing dog. And try it on the other side. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee deeply and open your hip. Stack your left hip over your right. Option to stay here or release just the ball of your left foot behind your right knee. Pivot on your right foot, point your toes either to the long edge of the mat or toward the back of your mat. Become light on your left fingertips and root down into your right hand to lift your hips high up toward the sky. Extend your heart toward the sky and sweep your left arm over your head. Root down into everything that's in contact with the floor to lift your hips higher. Draw your shoulder blades together and open your chest. Take a deep breath in and exhale, slowly unwind and return back to your neutral downward facing dog. Soften your knees to the floor and sit back onto your heels. You can rest in child's pose if you want, or just come up to sit. So that is Wild Thing, camatkarasana, sometimes called flip dog as well. So focus on rooting down into your grounded hand, rooting down into your grounded foot, and then becoming light in the opposite foot as it lifts up away from the floor so that you can elevate and lift your hips high up toward the ceiling as you spiral and open your chest and sweep the opposite arm overhead. Focus on drawing your shoulder blades together and puffing up through your heart center to really find this expansion and openness in your Wild Thing.